your cord down into 3 parts. Your upper right end down through your bottom right loop, lower left end under that up through your upper left loop. Now I'm going to start directly with these 2 that cross over in the middle. Spread them out a little bit. Grab your upper end, tuck that under the right side, and take your bottom end, tuck that under your left side. Gives you something like a crown knot in the center. Now from there you go to the 3 loops on the back of your finger, pull out the middle one, wrap it around the side you've been working with. You're going to have to flip that end out there. So now the loop is on this side. You bring your finger out and push that loop you brought around back to the side where it originally was, putting it through the middle there. As you're doing that, kind of fold everything to bring the 2 ends together out the bottom, and tighten as it sees it needed. And if you work it, it could look a little more round and a little more dressed. Now here I've tied one each way, one with the traditional carrick bend and one with the method described in this video. And the reason I say they're both diamond knots is because if you look at the traditional diamond knot from the front, loop facing that way, notice the pattern is kind of like an H on an angle with the horizontal line underneath the vertical lines and like a bit of an S behind it. The carrick bend has the H there, the S behind it, but this version I just described also has a bit of an H there, the S behind it. And if you turn it slightly sideways in that look, you notice a tricorn comes from the left upward, tucks under, then down on an angle, tucks under, and across, tucks under, kind of like a clockwise motion. This newer version as well, up from the left, down to the tuck, and then across. The main differences I really see in these two is this gets a bit of a twist in part that you have to work out because of when you wrap the loop around and tuck it back in, puts a lot of twisting pressure on the cordage. And the traditional, I keep calling it that, the way everybody seems to know, starting from the carrick bend, the locking tuck that gives you your ends and where you can draw slack from feeds from the middle of the loop on the inside, or the knot inside here. It draws to the middle. This version finishes to the outside. If you pull on the middle, nothing happens. It draws up from an outer loop. But both, look at the top, has 4 lines going across. The one that goes past and misses the inner loop is part of the knot. The one that goes across and smacks into the loop is the strand that you pull from to get slack in the middle. And likewise, it's the same turn that you pull from here. You got one that goes around the outside, you skip that. The one that goes back toward the loop is indeed the one you draw slack from, just on the outside. And when you do draw all of the slack out from both of these ends, what did I get to? The 2 nuts will look a little different underneath. This one gives you that kind of effect. Whereas when you pull the ends out, the diamond knot tied with a carrick bend, you get the bottom that is typical crown knot.